In 90 minutes, you'll win 5 Grammys in one night. Album, record, song of the year, best new artist, youngest in music history. And right now, you are backstage in a green wig, quietly Googling whether it's normal to want to die. Welcome to your life. You're 18. You're Billie Eilish. There's no other creature on earth like a girl who became this famous trying to disappear. Before the Grammys, before the world knew your name, there's a small 2-bedroom house in a Los Angeles neighborhood called Highland Park, the part of LA where actors live who never quite became actors. Your parents are both working actors. Money is always almost there. The kitchen runs out of food regularly. The house never runs out of music. You're homeschooled. Vegetarian by age 10. You dye your hair blue at 9 because you need to control one thing in your life that the world isn't trying to fix for you. And by age 9, you have a woman's body. Yeah, that early. The kind that gets stared at by men in grocery stores, photographed by strangers at school events, studied in ballet mirrors. You also have Tourette's. Your body sometimes makes movements you can't control, so you start wearing oversized hoodies. 3 sizes too big. Not a fashion choice. Armor. But there's one place where having a body feels like power instead of a problem. The dance studio. You've been training as a competitive dancer since age 8. Ballet, contemporary. Hours a day, every day. In the studio, the body moves on purpose. Hold this thought. It's about to come back. One more thing. Your brother Phineas, 4 years older. Bedroom directly across the hall. He's been producing his own music in there since you can remember, which is why your entire house sounds like a recording studio. At 11, you write your first song. It's about a zombie show called The Walking Dead. You are absolutely fine. That's a joke. Then at 13, your hip gives out mid-dance rehearsal. The doctor calls it a growth plate injury. He says, "That's it. No more dance. Permanently." Dance was the only thing the world couldn't ruin. The one place your body was actually yours. And in one afternoon, it's gone. The depression moves in like it had a key to the front door. You stop sleeping. You start hurting yourself quietly, in places nobody would ever see. Your mother finds the diet pills hidden in your sock drawer. You are 12 years old. What you don't know yet, 6 months from now, this lonely girl crying in her bedroom will be on every phone screen on Earth. And it all starts on a random Wednesday afternoon with a song your brother couldn't even get his high school band to play. So, remember Phineas. He wrote a song called Ocean Eyes for his high school rock band. The band couldn't carry it. So one Wednesday afternoon in 2015, he hands the song over to you, says, "Hey, you should sing this. Your dance teacher needs something to choreograph to. See, bookmarked it, told you it would come back." You don't think much of it. Walk into Phineas's bedroom, grab the cheapest microphone he owns, a $99 one, record Ocean Eyes in one afternoon. Casual, just vibing. Your brother says, "Hey, let's just put this on SoundCloud. Why not?" So you upload it on November 18th, 2015. Go to sleep. Didn't give it a single thought, just a fun thing you did with your big brother on a Wednesday. And then, by Thursday morning, the entire internet is searching for who made that song. A blogger spots it on Reddit. By lunch, record execs are flooding your mom's voicemail. Within weeks, a manager. Within months, a record label. By the end of the school year, a record deal with Interscope. You're 14, still in 8th grade, and adults in expensive shoes are negotiating your future in conference rooms. The label tells your brother, "We want a hit song." Phineas decides not to tell you. He absorbs the weight of the entire music industry alone, so you can stay 14. That decision saves you. It defines your entire career. 2017, your debut EP drops. Don't Smile at Me. 8 tracks, same bedroom, same cheap microphone. The album debuts at number 185, which sounds bad. Then it just keeps climbing. For an entire year, you play tiny clubs that sell out before the door opens. Kids inside know every word, not normal pop fans. The kids who found your music at 2 a.m. when their lives were falling apart, they're not going anywhere. And neither are you, because what's coming next is going to make every concert venue you've ever played feel small. 2019, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Hits number 1 in 25 countries on its first day. The album opens with you taking out your Invisalign retainer on the recording. The producer used dental drill samples. The whole thing is unhinged and breaks every record it touches. You play Coachella at 17. Forget a verse mid-song. Backstage, someone introduces you to Orlando Bloom. You don't recognize him. You tell the camera he seems like some random guy Katy Perry is dating. Stadium crowds are screaming songs about your depression back at you you under festival lengths, and quietly, very quietly, the other thing begins. October 2020. You step off a tour bus in Los Angeles in a tank top because it's hot, because you are a person. By morning, you're trending on every platform. Your body is being debated by men who couldn't name one of your songs at gunpoint. Someone tweets that you've developed a mid-30s wine mom body in 10 months. You are 18. Remember the hoodies? The shield you built at age 9? It worked for a decade. The girl who designed her career around not having her body discussed is now the main character of exactly that conversation. You stay quiet because something bigger is about to happen. 3 days before the 2020 Grammys, you sit across from journalist Gayle King on live morning TV. You tell her calmly that you didn't think you'd make it to 17. You tell her about the hotel room in Berlin, the window, the thought you had standing next to it. You tell her the line in Bad Guy, "I want to end me," wasn't a creative lyric. It was real. You say it out loud. No drama, just fact. 6 days later, you walk on stage at the Grammys and win 5 of them in a single night. Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Best New Artist at 18, the youngest in music history. You stand at the microphone and whisper, "I never thought this would happen in my entire life." Phineas steps up next to you and says, "We didn't write a speech. We didn't make this album to win a Grammy. We made it about depression and suicidal thoughts. And being the bad guy, whatever that means." And we stand here confused and grateful. 6 minutes later, the entire internet decides you are the official spokesperson for an entire generation's mental health crisis. You didn't apply for that job. Nobody asked you. Here's the part nobody warns you about. The fame doesn't fix the depression. It just gives the depression a bigger stage to perform on. You bleach your hair blonde, not because you wanted to, because green hair makes you a landmark. With green hair, you can't walk into a coffee shop without 14 phones recording you. Blonde hair buys you Tuesday afternoons in peace. Then British Vogue calls, puts you on the cover in a corset. The internet loses its mind. The post becomes one of the most liked Instagram photos ever. Overnight, 100,000 followers leave, just gone, because of the boobs. Your words, not mine. The accusations come immediately. Hypocrite, sellout. You spent years preaching body autonomy in baggy hoodies, and now you're on a magazine cover in lingerie. Your response is precise. Suddenly I'm a hypocrite if I want to show my skin, and I'm a slut and a whore. If I am, then I'm proud. Then you add, almost as an afterthought, the internet hates women. You said it, you meant it, and privately, in your journal, in all capital letters, you wrote, "I know I'm lucky, but I'm so unhappy." Both things, at the same time, always. In 2024, you tell Rolling Stone the summer before your 3rd album was the worst depressive episode of your life. Worse than Berlin. Worse than the cutting at 13. You say, "I'm not a happy person. A joyous person, yes, but not a happy one. I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of the world." You say this out loud, as a global superstar, with 11 Grammys, not as a cry for help, just as a fact. This is who you are underneath the aesthetic. But you don't stay down. May 2024, hit me hard and soft drops. No singles, no marketing rollout, 10 songs released at once, because you didn't want any of them to stand alone. Birds of a Feather becomes the most streamed song you've ever made. Wildflower wins Song of the Year at the 2026 Grammys, your 11th. You use the speech to say one sentence about ICE that the broadcast technically can't air. You say it anyway, live, then walk off. The internet explodes in both directions at the same time. You look completely unbothered because you're still that 13-year-old girl recording in your brother's bedroom on a $99 microphone. The 11 Grammys didn't change that. The stadiums didn't change that. The 100 million Instagram followers didn't change that. You've been unbotherable since before anyone in the world knew your name. And that's the whole thing, isn't it? Highland Park, Phineas's bedroom, a cheap microphone, a song that wasn't written for you, uploaded to SoundCloud so a dance teacher could choreograph to it, went to sleep on a Wednesday, woke up famous on Thursday, and the entire world has had an opinion on your body, your hair, your clothes, your depression, your politics, every single day since. 11 Grammys, 6 continents, stadiums full of kids who found you at their absolute worst, never stopped showing up, and you still wrote, "I know I'm lucky, but I'm so unhappy." You are still afraid of the world. The SoundCloud is still up. Most people spend their entire lives trying to be seen. You spent yours trying to disappear, and in trying to disappear, you became one of the most observed humans on this planet. Same girl all the way through. From Highland Park to Hollywood, from hoodie to corset, from bedroom to stadium. The world kept making her bigger. She kept getting smaller on purpose. That's your life at every level of being Billie Eilish.